All right, guys. I hope you guys can hear me. I had to leave my house. I know I'm not 100% better, and the throat still feels kind of weird, but I just started getting very emotional, and I feel like doing a quick workout, lifting some weights, is gonna help me feel better emotionally. Like we all need to regulate our emotions, and I know this is counterintuitive because I should be resting, but physically I'm fine. It's just emotionally I'm just drained because one of the reasons is because my daughter went to another interview yesterday, and I was worse yesterday than today, and I'm just gonna hit some shoulders and probably I don't know. I'm just gonna go with the flow. I needed to get out of the house. She was sleeping. I'm here, and I need to regulate my emotions because that's very important. But anyways, we ended up leaving early at the house. Her interview was at 3 p.m. and we left at 12. And it was just a lot. She wasn't sleeping for like a couple of days. Well, she slept at night, but I don't think she slept a lot because she was getting ready for this next interview. So I wasn't really sleeping that good either, guys, because I kept hearing her. But anyways, I had to kill time yesterday because we left the house about 11:30 and her interview was at 12. So I ended up convincing her, let's go to the beach. Um, we got there. It was nice. You know, we ended up staying there for like 30 minutes, but she wanted to leave like 5 minutes. She was freaking out. She's like, oh, I'm going to miss my interview and all this stuff. And I was just like, you need to trust that you're gonna make it. I think she has self-trust issues and also trust in general. So she struggles with that. It was nice. I told her, nope, we're not leaving yet. So I kind of walked away from her. She kept blowing up my phone. I was enjoying the view, enjoying the sun, enjoying the weather. I even took my shoes off. I was like, no, I need this. We need this, guys. That was just nature. I needed to be there. Um, Let me see how much I could do real quick. My shoulders still feel kind of weird. 9. But even though the weights are only 15 pounds on each side. So, like I said, I'm taking it easy, but I need it to be here. Um, so we finally finished the beach. Then when we ended up going back to her site where she had the interview at 3, we were still early. But what happened was I convinced her again to take me to Walmart because I haven't eaten and I needed to get a few things. And I just like, I don't want to sit in my truck for 2 hours because we got to her destination at 1, I think. So, anyways, not to get off topic, but I kind of like my pump, even though I haven't been working out as consistently as I should have been. But um, every now and then I just like to check. So, anyways, getting back to the Walmart, I convinced her. She took me to Walmart. I got me some salad. I ended up eating it in the truck while she was in there with her interview. Thank God the interview didn't take as long. She did get in there early at 2 p.m. and they took her. I don't know why or how. When I told her specifically, I said, they give you the interview for 3 p.m. You're not special. What do you think? The manager's going to drop what he does, what he's doing at 1 p.m. and attend to your interview at that time? No, you're not anybody special. He's got shit to do or she's got shit to do. And it's just ridiculous. We shouldn't have never showed up early. But anyways, enough about that. Um, Let me do a couple more sets. But feels amazing, guys. And like I said, I love my pump. So like I said, I think she's not ready for any jobs right now. But like I said before, the experience is important for her, I think, more than anybody, because she still needs to, you know, practice communicating with people, connecting with people, um, practicing how to interview, just her attention. She needs to focus, practicing more about her attention, and so that I think that's very helpful for her. She doesn't know that, but I do. But lately, I've also been letting her drive my truck while I'm sitting next to her. And when I had my son's car, I let her drive his car because he said it was okay while I was next to her. She needs to practice. Well, okay, I know what you guys might think. Like, okay, once you learn how to ride a bike, you don't forget. And I get that. She's got her license, so it's legit. And she could drive. But I feel like I don't feel confident to say, here, give her my keys and letting her go. I just, like something just, my intuitive senses just tells me not yet to go slow. So I've been like working with her, observing her while she's driving, and trust me, um, she does make a little mistakes here and there, not to the extreme, but still, that worries me a little bit. So I have to be careful when I finally let her. So I want to work my way up to trusting her and feeling safe enough to say here, because it was just the other day, at like 12:30 midnight. She's like, "Oh, can I take the truck? Mom, you should leave the keys on top of the counter in case I need to go somewhere." I'm like, "Oh, hell no." So she was like, "Can I go somewhere?" And I'm like, "No, it's 12:30 midnight." Like, and I'm worried that if like I give her an extra key or she has her own car, she's gonna leave because she's always been so independent. She's had a car before, guys. So I'm concerned. I really am. But I don't want to worry about it right now because, like I said, I'm right next to her. 6, 8, 10. And the other day, when she was using my truck and I was next to her, she was on her phone. And I was like, no, hell no. I was like, you need to show me I could trust you. Show me, because especially her, like, she can't be on her phone and trying to drive at the same time. Like, her brain, her the way it operates right now, it's just so scattered. It's so unpredictable. The wirings are so like, I don't know how to explain it, but they're just like, they're not like compartmentalized all the way yet. So there's still a lot of friction. So I gotta like bring her back to some of those memories, some of those experiences constantly, repeat it, repeat, repeat. So that way it could actually create that connection and create that branch of neurons that actually is associated with, let's say, driving, or let's say her memory, or certain logic. It's just very complicated. And the more I learn and understand how the brain works, the more I don't know, guys. Like, I'm still learning, so I'm not an expert at this by all means, but it's fascinating for me to to learn about this stuff, is because I see just huge potential in my daughter and in people that go through this cannabis-induced psychosis episodes, psychotic episodes, cannabis withdrawals, just brain damage, guys, from all that shit, from all that fucking cannabis, what I call garbage, because it's just so neurologically toxic to the brain that, especially for the young psyche, is just, and then especially if you become addicted to it and you overuse it, it could definitely damage parts of your brain, for sure, for sure. And I think that there's just so much more to understand about how the brain works and can rewire itself. And I'm just scratching the surface, guys. I really am. I'm actually thinking about making a podcast just basically on something psychological, something like a psychological well-being, something with the brain health, etc., whatever, because it just belongs in a separate category than what I'm doing here, like my fitness, or motherhood, or health, or goals and dreams. It's just in a different category. I think it's just so much information to learn and to understand and to even comprehend, because there's a lot of things I don't comprehend. Like, it's hard. Like, if I struggle to explain it to you guys, then you guys could imagine it's hard for me to understand it. And there's so many things that I'm applying in my life with her, the things that I know by heart, that are alternatives, ways of helping her heal and get better, which is without the path of non-medication. But those are stuff that just kind of, I've learned some of that stuff going through with my son, my oldest son, because he's been through something like this, what she's gone through back in 2014. So that's all it is. Um, just, I don't know, it's things that I've actually applied with my hand. But when it comes to kind of explaining about the brain and like getting into the micro level, like the neurons, it's just so difficult to explain, let alone for me to kind of comprehend and understand. Anyways, I need to get back to training. I'm talking too much. And you know what else? I am just, I'm just grateful that I get to help my daughter. I am so grateful. You guys have no idea how grateful I am. Like, just not that I need to help her or I have to help her, but I get to help her. I get to help my daughter um, get better and heal from any type of trauma, any type of brain damage that she developed from the time she was 16 up until last year. Well, 2024 is when we cut cannabis out of her. 2024 March. So from 2020 to 2024, it was a nightmare, guys. It really was. That's just so emotional, from 2020 to 2024, that I could definitely share a lot of stuff. But right now I just can't, because it's just too emotional. But Yeah, that's about it.
I ain't thinking of it. Yeah, 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 yeah. Got the music so loud, I can't think of nothing. I've been tripping by my ass, I had to tell her something. Messing with a bad mama on the beach or something.